day 1051. We are headed to the group track workout. So we get Track Wednesday. We're gonna pick up our uniform. I'm gonna say uniform, maybe like our racing kit. I asked him if I could sponsor the Together We Live team event, and he said sure. And he says he's gonna bring a racing singlet for me, which is really, really kind of him. I asked to pay for him. He said, just wear it, show support. I felt bad because I know it's a lot to keep everything going. So I brought a couple gift cards. Show support. They have another event the next weekend, which is a 12-hour relay, which I've considered about. I really wanted to do it, but I said maybe after this big week again. Sorry. Try that again. So I said after this big weekend, maybe I should take a little rest recovery week. It's going to be pretty demanding mentally, physically, and I don't know if 2 long races back to back would be ideal, but I didn't want to show support, so I figured the least I could do is offer a couple gift cards, help donate either cans of food or gift cards. So I had a couple gift cards, and hopefully that will be enough. But at the track, we are running late. We're at 10 minutes behind, so it's gonna be another day when we get there. Just hop on the track and go. And it's a cold one today. It's 44 right now. It happened again. Traffic just out of nowhere, sudden stop. I mean, hopefully everything's all right, but it's not a bad accident. But man, I was like, oh, we're gonna make it on time, and then we got stuck again. Not a good sign when that one passes you. We finally got through the traffic. It was an accident. My car flipped over, and there was a ton of firefighters and ambulance there, so hopefully everything's all right. They're just doing cleanup. But we're at the track, and it looked like the track is still closed. I didn't see anyone driving when I drove by, so it looks like we're out on just kind of the sidewalk parking area again. So, but it's again 5:35. They're halfway through the workout. I'm just gonna park, go catch up with him, and then I don't know. I'll try to jump in the workout. I'll probably just get half and then have to add on my own. But I can do with what we have. I'm just gonna keep going that way. Just see, maybe I could ask someone what the workout is, and then I'll just jump in and do what I can do. Oh, it just sucks that we missed it, but hopefully those people are okay. All right, we finished the workout, and we got the hat, the Together We Live hat. Need to fit it a little bit, and we got our jersey. Together We Live, that's the group. So this is it said, this is a new kit, so be happy to represent, help out the team. All right. Well, thanks again, Tim. Appreciate it. Always happy to help. And it's a lovely group we have, so happy to help show support and see what we can do. I'll check in a little bit later, though. Gotta head over to get some food. Of course, we're getting Salad and Go, right? Of course, it's Wednesday. Track day, Salad and Go day. I almost forgot about the workout. Sorry, it's just because things were changing because I got there late, and I had to just jump in, do the workout, and then come back in. I was talking to Jason, and I had to go follow Tim to get a jersey. And now we're picking up food, so I'm going to explain in 1 minute. Okay, just got the food, lemonade. They didn't run out this time, which is good. So Jennifer's been craving it. And 2 salads, 2 burritos. Back to the workout. I got in. I don't know how far in they were, so I just jumped in. Thankfully, Pawan was there and was like, "Hey, Dave, glad you made it. We're doing He's like, you can catch up. So I think just hearing that was just reassuring. And just started, so I just jumped in with him. And he said, we're doing 7 800s. The first 3 are kind of easy, and the next ones you want to go decreasing. So negative split. So say your first one's 4 minutes, your next one you want to go 3:59 or faster. And so you want to start off easy and then get better and better and better. When at the first 3, the first one was really relaxed. It was a warm up, and the next one was better. And the third one was kind of interesting because I heard there was a group of 3 guys kind of going together, and I had heard one of them say, hey, it's kind of like racing Dave right now, or something like that. I heard my name, something about pacing or catching him. So the lighting went away, so I'm trying to keep it decently well lit. Again, one of the guys had mentioned something, I don't know, trying to catch me, and so I was just trying to catch up to the group because I didn't want to keep anyone waiting. And so I was taking shorter recovery breaks. I was told after the workout they were taking 90 seconds, and I was somewhere in between 40 seconds and a minute. The last 3 I used as much of that minute as I could, but the first 3 were just kind of like, okay, let's go, I feel fine, let's go. Anyways, the third one, I had jumped back in with them and kind of just took off, and then it was their last one, so they were pushing, and I was trying to just stay with them, stay up, stay in front. And one of the guys caught me in the end, and he just had a really good kick, so he was ready to be done, and he did well. And he always, I don't know, I want to say his name is Matt. I met him once officially. I know I've seen him around, but I think once I've met his name. I'm trying to not get his name wrong, and I'm guessing it's Matt. So Matt, again, if I get your name wrong, I'm sorry. I'll get it corrected eventually. So my third one was probably one of my better ones. Again, I need to go back and look at the splits. Maybe I'll put it up over here somewhere if I can remember to take the screenshot. And then on the 4, it was a little bit more of a recovery because that one was taxing. And then 5 6 was like, all right, get back into it. Don't let it get away from you. Stay in that that effort zone and keep it going. I want to say it was 238, and then my last one for the 7 was 233. I think that was it. And then I tried to cool down. I got in half a mile, and I tried to start it up again, and I messed up the configuration on the watch, and so I had saved it. Okay, better lighting. I was waiting for better lighting to kick in again. There's a cool down, and I saved my run at 3.5 miles. I was like at 3.61 or something, I think was the official. And so I started up the run again. I was cooling down with Jason. We were catching up. And he's like, hey, I missed you at the start. I said, yeah, I know. There was an accident. The car flipped over and had slowed things down a bit. That's it. And traffic went down to from like 4 or 5 lanes down to 2. And so the 15-minute drive turned into a 30-minute drive. And I'm just trying to play catch up right now, and thanks for waiting. Like, okay, no worries. And we were chatting a bit. And we got another half mile. And then I talked to Tim, and we're helping picking up one of the cones. And then we were gonna cool down, and then Tim said, hey, if you want, I didn't bring the singlet for your race, but if you want, I just live a little bit ways from the track, so if you want to follow me over there. I said, okay, sure. So Jason and I kind of cooled down to the cars, and we were sitting there talking for a few minutes, and I didn't see Tim pull out from the way that we normally enter the track. He kind of went around to grab the other cones on the backside, and then came around, and I was like, oh, I think that's Tim's truck waiting over here by the gate. So I apologized to Tim. So sorry again, Tim. I didn't mean to keep you waiting. I missed you. I was keeping an eye over here, and you came out on this side. So my bad. But we got in total 4 miles right now, and we are 4 days away from finishing our goal? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So 4 Saturday, 4 days away. It's a crazy feeling. It feels crazy to say that we're going to be done. It just feels kind of natural at this point, just to say we're going to run and go out and run. But it feels good to be this close and not miss it, not miss a day, not have had anything. So yeah, I think we're just also on runner's high right now. It's the typical runner's high after the Wednesday workout. It always feels good. I always feel better after it. I did feel a little stressed with that traffic, and we're passing it right now going the opposite direction. It's still backed up. So I need to leave to work a little bit early because it's right here too. But anyways, I'm gonna keep the runners high as long as we can. Feel good today. Glad we still decided to go even though we got caught up in traffic. And just did what we could. And we ended up being able to do all the workout just with very shortened recovery rate. So it's doable. Just got to put your mind out there and do it. You'll find a way to get it done. Just got done with the bank. Just had to deposit some cash. Not a big deal. Now we're headed to the store. Got to pick something up for Jennifer. And then we'll be back. She mentioned wanting to go for a run today. I mean, it's nice and sunny out, as you can tell. It's kind of hitting me right in the face. So we're going to try to go for the run, assuming she still wants to go. If she does, great. And if not, I'm going to have a complete lazy evening. I feel pretty tired. And just try to rest up for this weekend, pretty much. Assuming things go well for the race, I know it's going to be a tired, exhausting event, both mentally and physically. So the more rest I can get now, the better. And I'm trying to work out my heel a bit because that's been still bothering me. I mean, it hasn't gone away in the last 4 months now. Tried to roll it at work, so give it a little bit of more mobility and less pain. I'll try that again probably tomorrow and Friday. Hopefully that helps. The other part is I did a little research. I saw that there's 21 people entered for the race on Sunday. And I looked at 4 of the runners who have ran it before. And I think the lowest one did 53 miles, something like that. And the person, I guess it's kind of like a stat list. And the more races you do, the more points you get. The person that has the most points that it's expected, I guess, to win, quote unquote, is someone from Vegas. So I'm trying to look at numbers, so hopefully I can see the names and faces when I get there and be like, okay, this is a good person to stay with or to copy off of. Maybe I'm changing shoes too much or not enough, so I'm going to kind of base it off them a little bit because I am a complete newbie at this. So I am going to be learning a lot during the event. So it's a huge learning curve, and I hope that the curve is kind to me. That's all I could say. I mean, mentally, physically, I know that I want to do well, and I have a goal in mind, but at the same time, you get into that unknown territory and anything can happen. But that's just me thinking more about this race that's coming up. Oh, I think it's going to keep manifesting in my head until it's actually there and done. But I did have a small freak out. There was an email that went out and I had to print parking passes, which I did get. I'm just going to leave one in the car and give one to Jennifer. This little bad boy. So that's what they look like. There's 4 on there. Probably just cut them up, leave one in my car, and then give the other couple to Jennifer. But also, there was something on there that says you need to register, which I think is kind of the check-in on, well, today between the times of, it was 11 a.m. and 6. So I was kind of panicking, and thankfully there was a number there, and I texted that number and just said, hey, I signed up for this event on this day. do I still need to check in that day or do I check in later? And they said check-in is 7 to 9 any day of the race or your event. So I said, okay, that's great. It's a little bit of ways to go. And I couldn't imagine too, I saw some people in there from like Ohio, I think Florida, Nevada, I think Washington even, it was in there. So if they had to come down early just to get that, I mean, that would be a lot of extra time for them. But it is what it is. And thankfully, we're good to go. And 7 to 9 Sunday. So Sunday morning we get up at 7, walk the dog, and then pretty much head over. So to make sure I have plenty of time to set up, get checked in, get the nerves out, relax for a bit. Besides that, everything was looking pretty good. So I'm gonna carry on. And I want to say when I go see a movie, I think that's just me kind of aching to go and just go catch one of the movies. But again, at this point too, I'd prefer rest over the movie. So I'm just gonna kind of see what happens. If the movie happens this week, great. If not, it's fine too. All right, we made it back. We got what we needed, plus a couple other extra things, I guess, that we kind of need. And now it's just time to go in. It's 6 o'clock. I'm not sure if we're gonna run. I didn't hear Jennifer say anything about it, so might just be able to relax with us tonight. So let's get up to the apartment and find out. Well, does it work?
Oh. It's gonna break. I'm allowed to bend it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Yep. Woo. Maybe without the case.
Okay.
But yes, we'll definitely be using this to watch the TV shows. Thank you.
Welcome.
Matches everything.
You know what's funny is I didn't even look. I just saw it. I didn't know there was different colors.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you like the color. Not saying take it back.
I do. Oh, show the new skylight we got. The sunroof we got. No, you gotta take off the main light. Can you see through it?
Mm-hmm. Got it. Well, I dozed off. I'm definitely tired from the morning. Just gonna go to bed. We had a nice night. Had some leftovers for food, and then we watched the movie The Creator on Hulu. It was good from what I saw, and then I just couldn't hang tonight. Had a good day. Call it a night. So run your life with health and happiness. Have a good night.